Welcome to another one of my trip reports. Today, I will be flying with Virgin Australia on an Airbus A320. Today's trip report begins at Perth Airport Terminal 1. Perth is the largest city in Western Australia and the most western city on the continent, with a population of around 2 million. Perth Airport is the fourth largest airport in Australia, serving 47 destinations across Australia and international routes. In my opinion, the most interesting route to fly is the Air Mauritius A330-900 Neo flight to Mauritius. Perth Airport has 4 terminals, and depending on what airline you fly, will determine what terminal you depart from. Terminal 1 is a split terminal. The eastern end is for international flights, and the western end is for Virgin Australia. Terminal 2 is for Alliance Airlines, Virgin Australia, and Rex. Terminal 3 and 4 are for Qantas and Jetstar. As I will be flying Virgin Australia to Adelaide, I will be flying from Terminal 1. Upon entering the terminal, I proceeded to check in, which was very empty. Personally, I'm a huge fan of these check-in kiosks. They are very simple to use, and can even let you take a glimpse at the rest of the aircraft for seat selection. The only thing I can fault is that the boarding passes that are printed aren't as good quality as the Jetstar ones. Bag drop at this terminal was very easy, and it only took 30 seconds for me to drop off my bag. Security is located upstairs, so afterwards turn around and head up the escalators. Once airside, I made my way towards my gate. Terminal 1 has 8 jet bridges, but 20 gates. Each jet bridge has around 3 gates. This morning I will be taken to Adelaide on board an Airbus A320-200, registered Victor Hotel, Victor November Papa. It originally flew for the low-cost carrier Tiger Air in 2006. It was repainted in the Virgin Australia livery in 2018 and has remained here ever since. Soon the boarding call was made and I proceeded to the aircraft. The aircraft is in an all-economy class layout with 162 seats in a 3-3 configuration. This morning I shall be seated in 8 Alpha. The seat is very comfortable and made out of fabric. It has 31 inches of pitch and 17.8 inches of width, which is more legroom than Jetstar and more width than Qantas. There is a tray table that folds down and extends. There is also a safety card, menu, air sickness bags, and most notably a Wi-Fi card in the back of the seat. Above are individual air vents, reading lights, and flight attendant caller button. The seat offers a generous amount of recline. We pushed back 10 minutes late from gate 47 Alpha. We taxied to runway 21 via Charlie and Whiskey. Now please enjoy this unedited takeoff footage. After takeoff, we turned left, tracking east towards Adelaide. Flight time today is 2 hours and 20 minutes, covering a distance of 1,353 miles or 2,177 kilometers, cruising at 37,000 feet. We passed over the Frank Hann National Park, who was the man who discovered the area, and then the crew began their in-flight service. This morning, I opted to try a different juice instead of the usual orange that I go for. I decided to try their Berry Getaway juice, which has several different kinds of fruit, including apple, pineapple, blueberry, strawberry, and raspberry. The juice had a very heavy pineapple flavor and was very sweet. There are 3 bathrooms on board, 1 at the front and 2 at the back, which is standard for the A320. They are very clean and have the typical things you'd expect in a bathroom of this size, including a baby changing station. "90 minutes later, the southern Australian coastline reappeared, and just prior to our descent, we flew over Coffin Bay and Port Lincoln on the Eyre Peninsula. We commenced our descent as we flew over Spencer Gulf, which is the body of water located between the Eyre and Yorke peninsulas. And not long after, the Adelaide suburbs appeared below. Now please enjoy this unedited landing footage. We taxied back to the terminal via Echo 2, Echo 1, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Lima, and Tango 2 to Gate 16. So how does Virgin Australia's A320s compare to their 737s? The big thing I have to say about the A320 is the legroom. Virgin Australia's 737s, specifically their 800 series, have 176 seats with 30 rows, whilst the A320s have 162 seats in 27 rows, giving you a lot more legroom, which is fantastic. I'm not a tall person myself, so I don't really notice the difference, but to anyone over 6 feet, I would highly recommend flying on this aircraft rather than the 737. Virgin Australia remains to be in the top spot of my favourite Australian airline. That is, unless Rex Economy Class changes that, which I shall find out when I fly from Brisbane to Sydney in November. I hope you enjoyed this trip report. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later!